Every time your phone rings and nobody picks up, you just handed $480 to your competitor. That's not a guess. That's the average revenue value of a lost inbound HVAC lead in the United States. And if you're missing 4 or 5 calls a day, which most 2 to 5 truck shops are, that's $2,400 a day walking out your door. Every single day. Here's what makes this brutal. You already paid for that lead. Whether it came from Google Ads, a yard sign, a referral, or a customer who remembered your truck from last summer. Money was spent to put that phone in motion. And the moment nobody answers, that investment evaporates. A study from MIT's Laboratory for Financial Engineering tracked 15,000 inbound sales leads and found that the odds of converting a lead drop by over 60% if you don't respond within the first hour. After 24 hours, you're effectively starting from zero. The lead has already called 3 other companies, and one of them picked up. Now here's the part that most HVAC owners don't want to hear. The missed calls aren't usually because you're lazy or don't care. They happen because you're in a crawl space. You're under a unit. You're on a roof in July heat. You're doing the actual work. You can't be in 2 places at once, and hiring a full-time receptionist to solve a call coverage problem costs you $50,000 a year before benefits. So most owners do nothing. They let the calls roll to voicemail. And voicemail, in 2025, is where leads go to die. Research from ServiceTitan's field data shows that fewer than 20% of customers who reach voicemail on the first call ever call back. The other 80%? Gone. Let's say you're running a modest shop, 3 trucks, doing about $800,000 in annual revenue. If you're missing even 3 calls a day at an average job value of $480, that's over $500,000 in missed revenue every single year. $500,000. Not from bad marketing. Not from bad pricing. From unanswered phones. So what do you do about it? The first fix is the simplest and it costs nothing. You build a callback system. Every missed call gets a text within 5 minutes. That's the rule. Not a callback, a text. Here's why. Research from Velocify shows that leads contacted by text within 5 minutes of their inquiry are 4 times more likely to qualify and book than leads called back within 30 minutes. Text is faster to send, faster to read, and it doesn't interrupt the customer the way a cold call does. Your 5-minute text doesn't need to be clever. It just needs to exist. Something like, "Hey, this is Jake at Metro HVAC. Saw I missed your call. What can I help you with?" That's it. That's the whole system. Train your dispatcher to send that text every time a call comes in unanswered. If you don't have a dispatcher yet, set up a simple auto text responder through your CRM. The second fix is building a true after-hours protocol. Not voicemail. An actual protocol. Here's the reality. 42% of HVAC service requests come in outside of business hours, according to data from Suparev's dispatch analytics, and that number spikes during summer. A homeowner whose AC dies at 8 p.m. on a Friday needs help now. They're not going to wait until Monday morning and hope you call back. The after-hours play has 3 tiers. Tier 1. A rotating on-call tech who answers the phone 1 week per month. You comp them extra for the inconvenience and you charge emergency rates, which, by the way, you should already be charging. Tier 2. A live answering service. Companies like Answer Connect or PatLive run you $75 to $200 a month, and they capture the lead, get the info, and send it to your on-call tech. Tier 3. And this is the direction the industry is moving. Automated text-based response that qualifies the lead without a human in the loop. The point isn't which tier you pick today. The point is that a lead hitting your after-hours line needs to hear something other than silence. Silence is a decision. And right now it's costing you. The third fix is tracking your call answer rate like a business metric, because it is one. Most HVAC owners have no idea what their answer rate actually is. They think it's fine. It's usually not. Pull your phone records for the last 30 days and count the inbound calls that went unanswered. If you're on a platform like ServiceTitan or HouseCall Pro, this report already exists. Run it. If your answer rate is below 80% during business hours, you have a revenue leak that no amount of marketing can patch. Once you know the number, you can set a target. 90% or higher during business hours. Every missed call above that threshold gets a postmortem. Why wasn't it answered? Was a tech on a call? Was the dispatcher overwhelmed? That's a staffing signal. Was it after hours? That's a protocol gap. Fix the system, not the symptom. One tool a lot of owners in this space are starting to use to close the after-hours gap is an AI texting agent. Something that answers every inbound text in seconds, qualifies the lead, and books the job, even at 2 a.m. The one we've heard good things about is Maya, from HeatBooker at heatbooker.com. Worth a look if the after-hours problem is your biggest leak. Look, none of this is complicated. The HVAC market is not getting less competitive. Every dollar you spent on Google Ads, every referral a happy customer sent your way, every yard sign you planted, all of it is worthless if the call goes unanswered. Build the 5-minute text back rule. Plug your after-hours gap. Run your answer rate report. Do those 3 things and you will see more booked jobs this month than last month. Not because you spent more on marketing, but because you stopped leaking what you already had. What's your answer rate right now? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where most owners are starting from. This is Margin and Wrench. New playbook every day. Hit subscribe if you want tomorrow's.